We're just putting the animals to bed. I just thought I'd show you the really pretty pink sky and all the haze coming off the grass next to his field. Looks pretty cool. So it's been had thunderstorms and lightning and torrential rain most of today. But everything in here is okay. Some slightly bedraggled chickens, a bit wet. Everything else is doing good. We've got some new planters up. There, you can see them there. And then there's let's grab this. I've just got all the stuff for the goats and the sheep and stuff in the morning. So we've got a whole truck full of fresh greens. So let's give you a quick glimpse. It's like 9:30. The courgette's doing amazing now. We've planted that one up there with cabbages, but unfortunately we're still having these issues with these rats and they keep digging holes in it. Got strawberries, got corn, more potatoes. There's another bed that we made out of pallets. And then got cauliflower. This is what's it called? Something kohlrabi. Cabbage. The beans are going great. They're getting really big now. They're peas, those ones. And then we've got broccoli. The kale's still doing really good. Brussels sprouts. These are the beans, and they're actually starting to go up the actual bean poles. But look, super pretty over there. And then Swiss chard, we've got lots of tomatoes in there, but I've just closed it up, so I'm not going to go in there now. But everyone's in bed. Everyone else up here that's going to go and collect the bowls and then go in for the night. I'll see you a different day. The last Thursday we had a bit of a wake-up call. I was basically about 9 o'clock at night. I was doing the last check on the quails before going to bed. Putting everyone to bed. We're putting the chickens and everyone, obviously, because the sun doesn't go down until late. So there's no point trying to put them to bed earlier because they just won't go to bed. And this little one had somehow managed to jump up and smash her beak. So I'll put some photos of the beak on there. So what I did on Friday, I wasn't sure whether she was going to survive the night because she was so shocked. But she did. And so the next day I started I put some peas and sweet corn in here, which they love. And she actually ate that even with her smashed beak. So I was like, okay, quite hopeful. So I got home and I was like, well, I examined the beak properly, had a good look at it. And basically it was all snapped down one side and underneath, but had a big kind of like pointy kind of like pocket underneath. So obviously every time she used that, it's going to be moving and painful. So I decided I was going to chop it off. Obviously the beaks grow, but obviously it was a lot higher up than I wanted, which is why I didn't initially take it off. But I was like, I think for it to sit straight and come back straight, I'm going to have to take it off, was what I thought. So I put some photos up of what I did. So this is 2 days later, so we're now Sunday, so I did this on Friday. She hasn't eaten by herself that I've definitely seen at the moment. So I've been syringe feeding her some of the layers mash with water in it and just syringing her that so I know that she's getting some food. And basically yesterday I was actually syringe feeding her, putting the actual fruit and veg in it as well. But today I want to see if she'll eat the fruit and veg by herself. So I've counted how many I've put in here. Oh, gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I counted how many I put in here and I will count it later. She's had some of the mashed up food here syringed in, so now she's had that. But I just want to see whether she can eat this stuff by herself before I can put her back. With the other guys, obviously, the sooner I can put her back, the better, because quails are not very nice to each other. They're kind of like, they'll treat her as a new member and not be very nice at all. So I want to basically put her back as soon as I possibly can. So she obviously has got a very, very, very short top beak now, so you can actually see her little tongue on her bottom beak. So actually she's super easy to syringe feed because you'd literally just squirt it directly onto their little tongue bit and she'll eat it. But I just need to see that she can eat the fresh stuff by herself. Obviously, it's got the beak is the same as like a nail. You cut it too short, and you got the quick, so it's got the nerve there and the blood vessel. Actually, the bit where I cut it back, it actually didn't bleed very much at all because that's where the original fracture was. But I cut a bit of the beak further off. That one bled, and then I cut more off to where the actual fracture was. So that'll take a couple of days to desensitize, same as like a nail when you cut it up with a dog if they've got a snap nail. So do not poop in your eye. She didn't do it. Good. She's still pooping. I say I've been syringe feeding her, so that's good news. She actually laid us an egg that first day, bless her. So she's just here in the hallway, and I counted how many I gave her. So let me see how many we've got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she may like 6, 7. She may have eaten some corn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can only see 6 pieces of corn. And I put 10 in. So that might mean she's eating some corn. I'm going to leave it for the rest of the day and not feed her any of the fruit and veg and see whether she'll eat that by herself. So, the minute she possibly has eaten 4 bits of corn. If she has, then fantastic. I just want to basically have it so she's eating well before I put her back. Right, I need to go and do everybody else. I've just milked the goat, and I did her first thing this morning. Just give her a bit of syringe feed just to make sure she had some food and some liquid in there. And then, but yeah, there's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's definitely 7 pieces, and I put in 10 of both. So I think she may have eaten some. Yay! Right, well, fingers crossed she has. And I'll see you guys later. Little update on these guys. So, Silky, the paprika there, she's grown all of her head feathers back and she's looking lovely again, and all her neck feathers and all her butt feathers, so she's been doing good. She's all sprightly again. Unfortunately, we still have Cinnamon with the bald a bit round there, around the bottom of the tail. We have Saffron here, who's broody at the moment, and Onion, who is broody as well, but I've managed, Onion was actually on the nesting bars this morning, so she is actually doing some bits and pieces, but she's got a bald bum, you can see her. Saffron's got a bald butt, and Little Bean has got the same as Cinnamon here around the bottom of her tail and around the back of her bum as well. So my sister is in the process of making some little hen saddles or hen aprons that people call them sometimes in other places. So we're going to put some on upside down to cover the naked bellies, so hopefully no one can pull them out while they're growing back. And then the ones on the back, obviously, we're going to have 10 saddles with just the pointy bits at the bottom and maybe some extra bits just to go around. So that is our plan, because I've tried giving them extra proteins and stuff like that, and it's just not working. So I think I just need to cover it up and make sure these guys can't peck at it. So the others, so chili there, the silkies now all grown back, jalapeno, they are completely intact. All their feathers are back. It's just the other ones just aren't growing their feathers back. So I've cut down a bit of the fresh stuff just to make sure they're eating more of the actual chicken food. We'll see if that helps. Obviously I've been giving them extra mealworms, things like that, to up the protein. And fingers crossed. There you go, you can see little Saffron's baldy bum. But obviously both of these guys are broody, so I don't know whether they are actually helping by pulling their own feathers out and putting them in the little nest. But they've also got baldy neck bits, but again, I've only ever seen them pulling them out rather than anyone else, so it's a bit, I don't know what we're going to do about that. I've put anti-pecking spray on everybody, and where those two, they just look so bold and dishevelled, and then I've got other ones that look pristine and not a single feather out of place, so it's just a bit odd. But everyone in the other coop is completely fine, no issues at all. And hi Tiger. Oh, the thing I left with Tiger going in at the end, he was absolutely fine. He just sat in there with the chickens. I didn't do anything. He was good as gold. But I've now closed that hole up and we've put another tent peg so he can't get under there anymore. But it was fine. It wasn't an issue. Hello. But he literally just sat there and sat on the nesting box over there and just watched everyone walk around. And he didn't do anything to anyone, even though I was a bit panicked in that video. But I thought it was quite funny, so I left it in there like that, just so you guys could have a bit of a what happened next moment. But he was fine. There's no issues. He's just sat here watching them in a minute. Again, this is next to his cat. He's not my cat, but he's kind of adopted us, so he kind of comes in the house now that I don't have a cat, and he pretty much acts like he's our cat, but he isn't technically. But I love him, he's great. But yeah, we're hoping to get those hen saddles. Laurie's started working on them, my sister, and then fingers crossed we can get them on and we can just have, oh look, Chili's just about to possibly peck someone. She's the one that's intact, there's no feathers missing from her at all. Yeah, look, she just stole a feather. You're mean!